This is a picture of Joshua, taken in October of 2012. Like I say, Josh, he would never give up. If he was doing this ride, and he was supposed to be here to do this ride this year, and I'm sure that he'd be out there fighting, for every inch. My name is David Flanagan, and I'm from Clifton, Texas.
Small town?
Small town, yes.
How many stoplights do they have?
We have 2 stoplights in the town of Clifton.
Okay, so let's start by telling people what Life Cycle is.
The goal is to bike 545 miles over 7 days from San Francisco to Los Angeles. There's around 2,500 riders and around 600 roadies that support everybody. This event is a fundraiser to provide services to people that might not otherwise have them for HIV and AIDS. And I've been blown away today, my first day on it. They call it the Love Bubble. And I thought that was kind of hokey when I first heard that, but really I don't know what else to describe it as.
What do you think Josh would think about you doing this ride?
We hope that he would be proud that other people could be helped, and that we loved him so much that we're willing to do whatever.
Today is day 3. You made it so far, and you are joined by a special someone today. Who is this lovely lady?
This is my wife, Talana. This is Joshua's mother.
I am a roadie for the bike parking. We greet all the cyclists coming in, and we greet them coming back.
And David, how are you holding up?
It's starting to wear on me. I'm starting to, feel the...
Feel our age?
Yeah, I guess you could say feel our age.
Have you, as you're riding, have you been thinking about Joshua a lot?
I really have.
I wear a pin for him, and they asked me, now tell me about Joshua. And so I kind of tell the story.
So tell us about that story. When did you first realize that something wasn't right?
Well, Josh and Bill had invited us to go to Sanibel Island in Florida. He was very lean when we saw him. I was so surprised at how thin he was. He'd walk in and out, and he'd just have this little dry cough. And I said, well, Josh, you need to go to the doctor. He goes, no, it's okay. It's just a little nagging thing. And he showed up on our doorstep on Mother's Day 2013 to surprise me. So from that point on, he was home. He came home to stay. I forced him to go to the doctor that Monday after he came home. And the thing that really aggravates me, and this is for any parent that has a gay son, they didn't ask if he was gay. They only treated his symptoms and sent him home.
So all
from that point on.
All the symptoms were there?
All the symptoms were there.
When did someone finally connect the dots and realize that he was HIV positive?
I kind of guessed that he was HIV positive, and he went up there and he talked, one-on-one to the nurse practitioner and told her, let's run some tests. And so his HIV test came back positive on his 27th birthday. His viral load was 1.2 million. His CD4
count,
was 2. Once it gets below 200, you're considered to have AIDS.
And he had
2.
2.
He had a 2. We kept thinking he's going to get better, and that's what we kept being told, and he just got worse. After we did some research and pulled up the CDC guidelines for AIDS, and let's get him on this. You start treatment immediately when you know they're HIV. Mm-hmm. And they were arguing with us. They wouldn't start him on it.
His treatment sucked.
Yes.
His treatment was awful.
It was not top grade.
No.
It really wasn't.
I wasn't thinking he's getting better. I mean, he'd gotten good enough for the hospital to discharge him, or for them to feel like they could discharge him. But to me, he was so frail. Bill brought him home that evening. He got to see his dogs. He's real happy, but he was so tired.
Yeah, and so we gave him a big kiss and a hug, and he was hugging us back.
Yeah, and we excused ourselves and went home.
And it just seemed like it was a minute. As soon as that phone rang, we both sat up and said, it's Josh. And he immediately throwing his clothes on. I'm on the phone, and Bill goes, call 911, Josh stopped breathing. Anyways, he beat the ambulance over there, and that was hard for his daddy to see that. But he did not make it. They pronounced him at 2:20 on the 24th of November 2013.
So he was able to make it home for 30 hours.
So it's day 6. It is near the end. How are you feeling now?
I'm I'm starting to realize that we're going to miss this an awful lot, my wife and I. I'm definitely not going to miss being sore, you know, on the bike. But it's been a great opportunity to meet so many different people. This experience is going to go with us. We're kind of giddy about it, you know. We want to share it with other people, and I think it can make a difference to a lot of other people too, you know.
If there's something that people could take away from your story, what would you want them to take away from this?
If you think that you might need to be tested, or you've come across a situation where you think you might need to be tested, please go ahead and do it. And please be honest with the medical people. And if you get tested and you are positive, you can get treatment.
This shouldn't happen again.
This should not happen again. Definitely not happen again.
Okay, so hey guys, I'm Davey Wavy, and I created this video by spending a week with the Flanagans at AIDS Life Cycle. And the thing is, the story doesn't end here, and this is your chance to be a part of it. So I will be riding again in AIDS Life Cycle 2016, and I would absolutely love if you were a part of it. So I'm gonna put a link down below that you guys can click to check it out. I would love for you to be a rider or a volunteer roadie. Either way, please get involved. If you do register, make sure you use discount code YouTube in all capital letters, because you'll get $25 off your registration fee. I hope you're there. Let's go Team Internet. And a huge thank you to the Flanagans for sharing their story so openly and so courageously. And of course, thank you to AIDS Life Cycle for putting up with us. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and make sure you share it with your family and friends, because this is an important story and we need to make sure that this does not happen again. So I love you guys. I'll talk to you again soon. Peace out.